This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. Once again, very good morning and thanks for being joining. So from Monday onwards means today we are going just a little bit intro. We are not deep diving anything. Okay, from Monday onwards we are going to completely start with the cloud part. From once we complete the basic IaaS platform, cloud IaaS platform, then we'll go to the move on the PaaS. Uh, wo- PaaS along with the advanced level performance tuning so that it will strong that how to troubleshoot so on so issue. Still we have a couple of things are pending like log shipping troubleshooting tomorrow we are going to complete, and along with the followed with the mirroring and the replication. Once you complete everyone practice, then we'll complete the replication troubleshooting. Next week whole week we are going to discuss Azure, okay, IaaS platform, IaaS. Okay, so this is somewhat everyone must and should know because when you are working with on premises, most probably you may also not get a chance to work with server level activities. But when you go to the cloud, you may also get a chance to work with AWS, IaaS, okay, Azure IaaS or Google Cloud, GCP, GCP IaaS as well. So infrastructure as a service, maybe you may also get a chance. So we are going to cover, and I will compare every services uh, with Azure so that you will become somewhat stronger in all the rest of the cloud providing like Azure VMs, very important because we are going to learn about how to build the clusters, how to build always on availability group completely followed next week. Okay, next week we will discuss all the basic part of IaaS. Once we complete this one, then this week onwards we'll go to the actual SQL. So we'll deploy the VMs, we'll deploy the Active Directories, we'll deploy the clusters, we'll deploy always on availability group in single subnet, in multi subnets, and what is the difference in on premises and when you go to the cloud, and how to configure the load balancers, what is the main purpose of load balancers. uh, Once we hold this week, we'll cover clusters on always on and each and every troubleshooting. Later on, followed with we'll discuss Azure SQL. Once we complete whole this week, we are going to spend Azure SQL, how to deploy Azure SQL, what are the difference when you compare with the PaaS platform, okay, IaaS platform, okay, that we are going to cover. And once we done all these two components, we'll go for performance tuning and we'll go for migration activities. Hope what we are going to discuss in next 30 to 45 days. So what we are going to discuss, and people in this group are so interactive, just please be available and make so interactive so that that will help you for you get more questions and clarify all your doubts. Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss whole next 30 to 40 days. Okay, very important concepts whatever we done till now, it's a basic concepts. Okay, we not to discuss in depth, this is just a basic core component of SQL Server, how to what is recovery model, how to take the backups, how to perform the restores, how to configure log shipping, how to configure mirroring, how to configure replication. Till now we done the basic concepts. Now we are going to move a little bit ahead and we are going to discuss somewhat advanced level, how to everything like a troubleshooting. Whatever we discuss now we are entering to the troubleshooting part. Before that, we must and should know about complete IaaS platform. Okay, how to deploy the VMs, how the network is working, very important. In real world, we will maintain the Windows team will maintain all the Windows servers, Linux servers. We will maintain the network team, so they will configure the networks like IP addresses, and will maintain the storage team, and who can maintain the entire storage part. Okay, and we will maintain the AD team, Active Directory team, who can maintain entire Active Directory. Okay, so but if you wanted to configure clusters or always on and if you want to do practice, no one will be available here. Now we need to become Windows team, we need to become the network team, we need to become the storage team, we need to become the Active Directory team. So everything we are going to discuss in next week: how to build the servers, how to build the networks, how to deploy the storages, how to access the storage. Storage will plays one of the critical role, okay, because I told you right now, maybe in coming months we are planning to go for Azure Data Engineer. When you start working with Azure Data Engineer, the first component we need to know about the storage. Storage. So, a little bit about more about the Azure storage account and little bit about Azure Data Lake. That will also help you when you go for the Azure Synonyms. So, Azure Synonyms is a data warehouse tool. Okay. So, Azure Data Factory. So, everyone more concentrate on the storage part. Okay, networks, VMs, and Active Directory, you may also not get a chance real world, but as we need to do the practice, okay, we need to build the clusters or always on, and we need to do a real world experience. We mustn't should know about uh, how the VMs Windows team is creating, and what kind of best practices they are following, how the network team is building the IP addresses, and what is the subnets, what is the security groups, what is inbound rules, outbound rules. So all these components we are going to discuss, and I will try to compare with AWS as well. Okay, so that uh, you will be so good. Okay, so whatever the deployment you are doing in any one of the cloud, almost a similar deployment you will do in the other cloud platforms as well. Okay, but the naming will be different. Means in Azure you will call it as a virtual machines, and when you go to the AWS you will call it as a EC2 instance, but the deployment is same. How you are deploying a server in Azure, same way you will deploy in AWS, same way you will deploy in Google Cloud, same way you will deploy in the Alibaba Cloud. Mostly, you may get a chance for MySQL, PostgreSQL, that kind of database management system will deploy in the GCP and Alibaba Cloud. If you are getting these two cloud platforms, mostly you never get a chance to work with SQL part. You may get chance to work with the other database management system and take that as a opportunity, and where you can learn about a new cloud platform along with the new database management system. So these four services will comes into the IaaS platform, infrastructure as a service. Okay, so these three we are going to discuss. Almost 1 week we will spend, so that you will get the basic idea about how the network team is working, how the storage team is working, how the Active Directory team is working, how VMs are Windows team is working, how they are going to deploy, what are the best practices they are going to perform. But networks also mostly we'll discuss, not in depth, okay, because we are not at all network team, we are a database administrator. But we'll try to deploy, because for example, treat my laptop as a on premises. Treat my laptop as on premises. Okay. Now I just kept all my services in cloud. In cloud. Now I wanted to make the bridge between my on premises to cloud. So how? What are the connectivity they are going to place? How many types are available? How they are placing the connectivity? Okay. So how you are doing work from home? Okay, so nowadays due to pandemic, everyone is doing work from home. How you are doing work from home support? Okay, how to deploy the VPNs, how to make the connectivity of VPNs. That level we'll see. Okay, but just for your better understanding purpose, maybe except storage, you may not get a chance to deep dive in other services, but these services will help you lot, so that you will become a strong base concept to configure cluster, to configure always on availability group, and easily you can troubleshoot where you, in case if somewhere you stuck, you can understand because you configured everything, right? Yes or no? So that is what
Yes.
the whole week we are going to discuss, a completely IS platform. Okay. So network today's we'll discuss, storage today's we'll discuss, AD one day we'll discuss, VMs one day we'll discuss. Almost we are going to discuss six sessions from Monday to uh, Saturday. We'll discuss, we'll complete the IS platform. Later on, we'll move into the clusters and always on availability group. Any questions? So please do all the practice, whatever we discussed till now, lock shipping, mirroring, replication. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to take the a session for lock shipping, mirroring, and end-to-end troubleshooting. Get all your questions, clarify your doubts, and I will provide the material for you. And you should answer, okay, rather than I am answering. For example, we are having 10 solutions. If something happened, we are having 10 solutions. At least you should answer 5 to 6 or 7. Remaining 3 I will add it. Okay, the people who already watched my previous session, you should be idle tomorrow. The people who are starting the journey, who not yet watched a previous sessions, they need to answer. Hope 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 you are getting.
Yes,
Yes.
Subbu
Yes,
sir.
no? Yeah. Any questions? So everyone try to make a good attendance for next 45 days. Okay. That will help you a lot where you can learn lot of stuff. Any question, Janardhan, Azhar, anyone? Over to you.
No, Subbu. Carry on. It's okay.
Okay. That is a one thing. Now, basically, let me ask you a couple of questions, okay? Before I go into the PPTs or pleasant something something blah blah blah. Okay. Let's make why now currently industry is moving into the cloud. Basically over the years we are completely working in on premises, on prem. Not only SQL sir, for all the database management system, all the technologies. Now currently we are completely non premises over the years. Now why every industry is looking for a cloud? So we have different cloud providers, right? We are having Azure, we are having AWS, we are having GCP, we are having Alibaba, we are having Oracle Cloud, so we are having IBM Cloud. Okay, so we are having different cloud providers, like a network providers, basically. So in India, we are having Airtel, Jio, Reliance, BSNL, Idea. So these are the n- telecom providers, right? Like how we are calling as a telecom providers. Okay, network who is sharing our networks. Okay, so network providers, like same. These are all the cloud providers who is providing throughout the global. Okay, now, so why we are moving to the cloud? Let's ask a question to everyone. Why industry? Now, our data is on premises. What is first on premises? What is cloud? Anyone?
Yeah, Subbu. On premises means our data centers. We are going to maintain everything, right? Cloud means someone else data center where we are hosting this databases, storages, virtual machines in someone else data centers.
Okay, so on premises means our own data center, own data centers. Here, cloud means someone data center, correct? Someone data center. Like, for example, you are having 1 crore rupee, sir. 1 crore rupee. So that 1 crore rupee you are keeping in your home locker. In your home locker. That is nothing but on premises. So you are keeping that 1 crore rupee in the bank. That is nothing but cloud. That is someone else where you are keeping your amount. Someone else data center where you are placing data. So this is the simple and very silly example to understand easily. If you're keeping your data in your premises, that is nothing but on premises where you are going to maintain everything. But if you are keeping data in someone else, that is nothing but cloud. Okay, like Azure or AWS or GCP or Alibaba or IBM. So we are having n number of cloud providers. You can keep any cloud provider. Now, okay, that is a one of the major thing. Okay, next, what else? My question is still okay. Why?
Cost cutting,
Okay, cost cutting. What do you mean that? Cost.
reducing the maintaining the manpower and maintaining the resources. So like that.
Okay, almost yes. Yes, cost cutting means, so for example, if you wanted to maintain a data center, for example, if you wanted to maintain a data center, what are the major things? See, infrastructure building, infrastructure building, hardware and resource gathering, okay, software purchasing, software integration, recruiting different teams, security consideration, time consuming, scalability, okay, implementation challenges. So when you go to the on premises, okay, first major thing is you need to maintain the infrastructure. For example, to understand easily, okay, I'm having one application. Take one application as a passport. Passport. Okay. Okay. Passport. For example, you wanted to maintain one data center in India and you wanted to maintain data center in US. US. Okay, majorly you think that okay, almost all of our Indian people are traveling to the US. Most of the people are traveling to US. Okay, let's keep our data center in US also, so that my application will be run very faster. So you decide you just kept one data center in India, one data center in US. Assume later on in 1 year, okay. So now UK is also growing a lot. Singapore is also growing a lot. Australia is also growing a lot. Now you wanted to decide to place the data center in UK. You wanted to place the data center in Australia. You wanted to place the data center in Singapore. Now tell me, it will make more expensive, right? I need to purchase the place. I need to uh, build. I need to place the data centers. Correct? Agree or not
Yes.
agree?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
now this is making more expensive. Means whenever your application is growing rapidly, whenever your application growing rapidly, and you want to place your data centers in different location, that is very challenge when you go for on premises. But if you go to the cloud, if you go to the cloud, that is very easy because already your cloud provider kept lot of across the global, almost 60 plus region, they already placed the data centers. You need to just place your data and you can use it. You need to again no need to do from scratch. The data centers is already placed in across the global. You can place your data across the global. You can access your data across the global. That is one of the biggest challenge when you go to the on premises. You can't keep your data across the global. Hope everyone. So that is making biggest challenge. Why industry is looking for cloud? So we can place data across the global. Okay? Not okay. Everyone.
Yes.
Yes, Kubu.
Okay.
Yes.
Still what else? A cost. Okay.
It's faster
Like
than on premises.
okay. So geo access. Geo access. Okay. Global. Throughout the global you can access almost 60 plus regions, all your data centers are hosted when you go to the cloud, but that is not available in the on-premises, because in on-premises you are maintaining one data center, two data center, then they will die, sir. If you are maintaining n number of data center, then gone your on-premises people. Okay, next.
Easy to migrate from one place to another place.
Okay, yes, easy to migrate your data from one network to another network, one region to another region, one server to another server. Correct? Because throughout the global, okay, your cloud is connecting, so you can place your server in US, you can place your server in Australia, you can place your server in Singapore, you can place your server in UK, and you can make the connectivity, because all are part of same parent, right? The connectivity is easily established, and you can easily migrate your data from across the global. Okay, easy to migrate. Yes, still.
Sir, faster than the premises on premises.
Okay, like instead of telling faster, cloud is somewhat advanced level, advanced features. Like, so for example, in on-premises now we are starting SSDs, correct? In on-premises now we are starting SSDs, storage, when you go for storage. But if you go to the cloud, you will get ultra SSDs, almost 1.8 GB, 1.8 GB per second you can transfer the data when you go for ultra. When you go for ultra SSDs, when you purchase, when you are creating storage, especially storage, if you are creating ultra SSDs, okay, 1.8 to 2 GB per second you can transfer the data. Okay, but in on premises still we are using HDD, still we are using basic SSDs or premium SSDs. Okay, if you go to the cloud, you may also get a advanced level, uh, a rich enhancement infrastructure, rich infrastructure level configuration when you go to the cloud. Is it fine, everyone? Rich infrastructures when you compare with on premises, that obviously that will improve the performance, right? Make a sense, everyone?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Again, I am not deep diving anything cloud. I am just giving a glimpse of ideas, multiple ideas. Okay, everyone will think that okay, Azure is a different concept where we need to learn. Again, in Azure also, it's like on premises only, sir. It's like on premises only. How you are working in on premises, almost you will work same in cloud as well. Same in cloud as well. Okay, don't get confused. I'm just giving a bunch of uh, question and answer so that you will get a clear doubts. Next, okay, so rich infrastructures, okay.
Sir, storage options like we have public storage, private storage, or hybrid storage.
Okay, and that's what infrastructure all will come. So like VMs, network, storage, everything will come. No worries.
And
Scalability.
security features.
Security will talk. Okay, that is one of the tough concept here. Okay, let's make security last point. Let's get some more thing that will help you a lot to understand bit easier the first time who are learning what is cloud, why industry is looking for cloud. Okay,
Pay as much
Wha-
use
pay what
as much you, yeah,
we
pay as much
use,
use you are using data.
what we use. No need to pay, sir. Okay, here how much you are using, like Ola, like Ola cab, sir. Everyone knows Ola, Uber cab, right? So you will book the your order from your home to certain place, and you are going to pay only for that ride, right? So whatever you booked ride, right? Only only for that ride only you are going to pay, right? Or you are going to pay whole nothing, right? You are not paying for. So for example, to little bit understanding. Okay, again Monday I will walk through all these slides, no worries, I'm just giving a glance. Okay, to better your understanding. Okay, buying a car is on premises, simple for your uh, understanding. Buying a car is our on premises, like money. So in cars also we are having basic level, medium level, high level, ultra level calls also, right? Monies, that is up to your friends, sir. You need to pay road tax, you need to pay ownership, we need to maintain the ownership, maintenance costs, insurance cost, driver cost. If you don't know driving, if you recruit the driver, again you need to pay the driver cost, fuel cost, repair. Buying a car is nothing but on premises. Buying a car means fuel cost, insurance, okay, road tax, driver cost, repairs, everything you should handle when you go for on premises. But if you go to the cloud, it's a rental, right? It's a rental. How much you are using, you need to just pay for that one. You no need to pay. See, in for rental cars like Ola, Uber, you are paying road tax. Anyone? Anyone? No, right?
No, no,
Insurance? No. Driver cost?
no.
No. Fuel cost? No. Repairs? No. Maintenance cost? No. Nothing. You are just booking, you are using, and you are pay only how much you used. Cloud is like same, sir. How much you are using, you need to pay only that much. You no need to pay any additional things when you specially go to the cloud. So one more point is pay only what you used. No need to pay any additional things. No need to pay uh, nothing, sir. No need to pay anything. Just what service you are using. If you are using VM, if you are using uh, Azure SQL database, you are using Azure Synonyms. Okay, what service you are using. Okay, and how much you are using means what is your configuration. That is also very important. And easily, sir, you can calculate. So if you go to the Azure, okay, price calculator, okay, you can calculate based on your resource. So for example, you are going to deploy Azure SQL database. Okay, search for Azure SQL database. SQL database. In SQL database, you are having, okay, Azure SQL database. If you go to the Azure SQL database, again we are having which location, and we are having which type, and we are having purchasing models, and what is your storage type. Based on that, so Microsoft is going to charge. Based on that, Microsoft is going to charge. Even we are having whether you are going to pay for uh, pay as you go model, or you are going to reserve this instance for 1 year, and you are going to pay for monthly basis or money upfront, or you are going for 3 years you are going to reserve. Even see, sir, when you go for 1 year, you are almost paying $290. If you are going for 3 years, okay, $245. If more years, so less, the price cut. Okay, everything you can calculate based on your resource. So you can use price calculator, and you can estimate how much your application is going to pay to the Microsoft or AWS or Google Cloud. Every cloud provider, they are going to provide the calculator. You can use the calculator. You can get the how much you want to pay for that resource, and you are going to pay if you deploy that service. Hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so money, so pay what we use. Okay, that is one thing. Rich infrastructure, one thing. Easy to migrate, geo access, cost and maintenance, sir. Cost and maintenance. To maintain data center is not a easy. To maintain data center is a not a easy, sir. So cost is very important, maintenance is very important, geo access, easy to migrate, rich infrastructure, pay what we use. Okay, still anything you wanted to add on?
Sir,
Come on, sir.
regular updates.
Okay.
And sir, one more thing. the cloud service providers, they will, they'll manage the infrastructure, so the organizations, they can focus on the application development.
Very good point. So mostly we no need to worry about the infrastructure because infrastructure is handling by the cloud provider so that you can focus only on application and data. Data. You no need to worry about the infrastructure. Everything infrastructure is handling by your cloud provider. Either it can be storage, it can be network, it can be VM, it can be Active Directory. Everything you are not maintaining, everything will be maintained by your cloud provider. We can focus on application, we can focus on our data. That is also very good valid point. Any other? Everyone's are even it wrong also. Nothing. Okay, just open open up with multiple questions. Okay, Subbu, Rasekar, Rajini, Poonam, so silent. Muni,
And sir,
come on sir.
it's
Just
it's
only
worldwide
Azhar is talking. Okay,
accessible.
yeah, that's what geo access. That's what first point itself I added. Right? Geo access. Geo access.
Yeah, right.
One of the most why industry is looking for cloud is scalability.
Yeah, correct, sir.
Yes, no. Why
I
industry
already
is
told
looking
you
for
that.
cloud? Oh, okay. Sorry, ma'am. Maybe I missed. Okay, scalability.
Yeah.
This is the one of the topmost reason industries why looking for cloud is especially scalability. For example, assume you know about we are almost everyone is from India, right? Okay, so we know about Amazon sales, we know about Flipkart sales. If you go to the US Black Day, okay, so we will get the sales time. Okay, so for example, every sale, so for example, your sales will start at 14th April and it will end at okay 28th April. Only for 6 days your sales or 1 week your sales. Maximum 1 week, 3 days, 2 days, or 4 days or 5 days maximum, or sometimes it will go for 10 days. More than that, no, right, sir? Okay, let's go for 2 days or 3 days or 4 days or 5 days or 6 days or 10 days or 15 days are maximum. So your sales period will be couple of days. Okay, basically this is your application Amazon and Flipkart Black Days. Okay, this is your application. Okay, so your application, basically your connectivity is smoother in normal days, which is handling all your connections, and your performance is good. Suddenly once you start announced, and that is the biggest sale of the year, like Dasara in India, we will have the Dasara sales. That is the biggest in whole year, like a Black Day. In US, we'll call it as a Black Days. In India, we'll call it as Dasra sale. That is the mostly you will get lot of discounts, right? Now assume you are announcing Dasra sale. They are announcing a Black Day sales. Now tell me, what is the connectivity? Definitely, your connectivity will be increased. Your traffic will be heavy. Yes or no? Most of the
Yes, sir.
people will open the application, will start seeing the products, what are the discounts, how much we are getting, everything. Just the connectivity is too heavy, that 7 days, and that too first 1 or 2 days will be very high. So at least in the starting, so for example 14th April, so for example 16th April, from midnight onwards it will start the sales. So from midnight onwards the connectivity is too high, right? At least for it will carry on for 1 or 2 days. Later on little bit it will decrease. Okay, even the price cuts also will vary after 1 or 2 days. Now, whenever you are announcing the biggest sales, the traffic will be huge, the connectivity will be very huge. Now, assume you are maintaining 1,000 servers for regular connectivity, for regular, for regular. Now, whether you feel that the 1,000 servers are not having that much capacity to handle this largest sales. Now, what you will do? You will increase the servers to 5,000. 5,000 means you are purchasing four more thousand 4,000 more servers, and you are installing your products, everything, and you are making the connectivity. After 1 week, again your connection will be drastically reduced, and it will fit for only 1,000. Then what about this 4,000 servers? Getting my point? So that is one of the biggest
Yes, sir.
challenge now in on-premises. So you need to purchase again after your sales time is complete. Again, you need to keep those servers idle. So scalability is the one of the toughest concept in on-premises. So that is one of the major reason why industry is looking for cloud. Cloud. So that concept we'll call it as a auto scaling. You no need to worry as a DBA. We never worry about auto scalings, scale up, scale down. Okay, we never worry about auto scaling, but that is purely for application side. So they will scale up, scale down, scale down. Okay, they will scale down. They will create some formula. So for example, if the connectivity is exceeding 10,000, or CPU is crossing 80%, or memory is crossing 80%, increase the servers. Once again your CPU came to a normal state, your memories came to normal state, your connection came to normal state, again scale down the servers. So they will set some rules while they are configuring auto scaling. Okay, but that is one of the biggest challenge when you go for on premises. So where you will keep all that 4,000 servers, massive 4,000 servers, massive, sir. That 4,000 contains terabytes of data, resources like CPU, memory, IO. After 10 days, no one will connect your application that much. Then where you will keep that massive infrastructure, 4,000 servers? So this is the one of the major reason why industry is looking for a cloud. Okay, not okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, one is the cost, one is the maintenance, one is zero access, and rich infrastructure, along with the scalability. Scalability. Clear? Not clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
why?
Clear.
Yeah, why? So, for example, sir, take ourselves as one example, sir. We 10 people will decide to design one application. To design one application. Okay. Now tell me whether you will purchase. You want 10 servers. You want 10 servers to build that application. Okay, you really don't know whether that application will click, or it may not that much click. Okay, uh, for example, you decide to purchase the servers, you and that application wanted to test for only for 6 months. 6 months. So better, instead of purchasing the infrastructure, why can't we go for cloud? I want only for 6 months. That application will fit for only 6 months. After that, we never use that application. So for that, you need to purchase the laptop, storage, CPUs, everything. Rather than doing this stuff, can't I choose go for and just purchase for 6 months, deploy my application, deploy my servers, and use for only 6 months, test my application. If everything won, I wanted to continue later on as well. Why can't I do that? prefer to the cloud. Okay, okay, sir. You can add,
Yeah,
Ritesh
Yeah.
or
yeah, super
Amibal.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So startup application also you can add up. Now, one major thing is security. Take as our simple example, sir. That's what I told you, right? So, for example, you are having 1 crore rupee and you just place that 1 crore in your home, in your locker. You will get a deep sleep, right? Yes or no? Because you no need to worry
Ye-
because your money is with you only. If you are keeping same that 1 crore rupee, okay, one of your friend and without any agreement or something blah blah. No, you are having your agreements and everything. There is a bond, everything is there, but still you will get afraid, right? Because that is massive price, correct? So if we are
Correct.
keeping someone else data center, little bit get afraid because maybe they can go and see what kind of data it is. Being data is very sensitive, sir. Like Aadhaar, very sensitive. PAN, very sensitive. Passport, very, very sensitive. License, all these are very sensitive kind of data. Okay? Especially passport, Aadhaar is very, very sensitive. If someone can hack, then gone, right? So, a little
Correct.
bit panic if we keep our data in someone else. But all our cloud providers, they are telling we are going to make a complex firewalls, security firewalls. You no need to worry about your data. We are going to protect your data with massive firewalls, with complex security firewalls. Still, we are little bit getting afraid about to keep our data over the cloud platform, and we are telling that hey, don't move our data, especially if you go to the UK, sir. Especially if you the how many people you know, especially if you go to the UK, especially all the government information related to the UK, the data should not move to the outside, it should be inside. That is one of the major rule they set it. Whatever they are handling, everything that should in UK itself, that data should not move outside. That is a complex firewall they set it. Okay, not only for them, everyone. Okay, everyone. So all the cloud providers they are telling, so we are going to secure your data, okay, with a complex firewall, but still a little bit, okay. So not that much critical data we are moving to the cloud. So whatever the data that is not that much too sensitive and too critical, almost we are moving to the cloud platform to reduce the cost, to reduce the maintenance, and to make scalability, to make use of scalabilities. Okay, so that is a small glimpse I just wanted to share with you why industry is looking for a cloud. I hope everyone clear.
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
Still any
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
still any
Yes,
questions,
sir. Clear.
doubt?
Sir, like there is one more point. Like if there is any hardware failures, so it doesn't result in the data loss because the data is it's stored in the networked backups.
Basically, instead of to add on that point, okay, storage, okay, especially that's what I not dealing that much depth level storage as of now. Okay, come on. Okay, infrastructure. Okay, infrastructure. Where we written, somewhere we written, right? Yeah. So infrastructure will contains all the things. Okay, storage is also one of the major part. So all the cloud providers, they are going to maintain the, as Azhar told, that they are, instead of they are maintaining local storage, they are going to maintain the geo storage, geo kind of storage. So in case if suddenly something happened to your data center, no worries. We are maintaining uh, geo kind of storage. So we are maintaining two kind of storages in cloud. One is traditional storage, like how you are maintaining storage. One is traditional storage. One is geo kind of storage. That is nothing but Azure storage account. Azure storage account is a geo storage. In globally you can access. In globally you can access. So that's what's that. Let's not deep dive that points. Okay. One more point add on. Okay. So data is protecting like anything by all your cloud providers. So we have n number of types like that is up to how you are configuring. Like you are configuring local redundancy, geo redundancy, zone redundancy. Okay, geo zone redundancy. Okay, geo zone redundancy read access. So how you are maintaining the redundancy, that is very important. So based on your configuration, so Microsoft is going to protect your data. You no need to worry about the backups, you no need to worry about the storage. Everything will be handled by your cloud providers. Hope Azhar it's clear to you, right?
Yeah, sir, clear.
So that's what today I just wanted to share with you glimpse of a cloud. Okay, I just don't want to go deeper driver. Don't think that very complex will make very easy. Okay, but first 1 week a little bit when you are discussing about the networks, you will feel somewhat tricky concepts. Okay, because we are not a network engineers. We are going to create the tunnels, we are going to create the VPNs, we are going to establish the connectivity. Okay, it will feel that we are working in how real world is working everything. Okay, that level of experience you will get it in next week. Later on again we'll move into the sequel part, completely sequel part. Next week is so important so that you will get a infrastructure level information, how the IAS people is, what IAS people is working. That level you will know, so that you can also clear your AZ 900 exam. Is a basic fundamental exam, AZ 900, and later on we'll go into the DP 300. Later on we'll go into the DP 300. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's it. Any questions? Subbu, Rasekar, Rajni, Prasad,
Sir,
Mohammed.
what is the advanced one that just now you said that certificate?
DP 300 for us, for us.
Okay.
Okay, for a DBS DP 300 basic level, you can go for AZ 900, sir. Like we are going to cover VMs, storage, networks, all this, right? So that is a basic funda certificate for a cloud, Azure cloud.
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay, yeah, that's it. See you tomorrow with lock shipping and mirroring troubleshooting. Get all your questions, and tomorrow everyone should clarify all your questions related to lock shipping and mirroring. How much we can do it. Okay,
Right, sir.
please be ready with
Sir,
Okay,
replication.
sir.
Yeah, sorry, yes.
sir, are you free in the evening time?
For today, okay, let me
Yeah.
stop.